Welcome to this tutorial on how to join granny squares as you go. In this video I'm going to show you how to join granny squares fully together, and it's one of 3 videos on how to join as you go granny squares together. This is a method from a different video, and this is the one I'm going to show you in this video, and this is the third method also shown in a different video. I'm going to link them below so you can find them. So let's take a closer look on the one we're doing now. You can see how it's fully attached to the double crochet on the opposite side. If you stretch it a little, you can see how they're fully attached. And it's kind of like you've done a slip stitch row on top of the double crochets, but you're actually doing it when you do the double crochet in the second granny square, and as you attach each and every one to the next one. So it's going to be fully attached, and then you do a slip stitch instead of chains between the chain spaces. So we're ready to start now. I've started a little bit before, so I've worked as regular along 3 of the edges, and now we're ready to start the join as you go method, and I'm quickly showing you how we're going to work the granny squares to each other, the way direction we're going to work. And we're attaching 4 granny squares in this tutorial. However, you can do it with more granny squares widthwise or more granny squares upwards. So we're going to start by chaining 2, and then we're going to attach the first granny square by yarning over, or let's place it more correctly first. So yarn over and pull up a loop from the corner chain space, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Then you're going to go through the back loop of the opposite double crochet, yarn over, and then pull through the back loop and the 2 loops on the hook. And in that way you've fully attached it to the double crochet on the opposite side. So repeating that, we're doing yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2. So we've almost finished our regular double crochet, but we're going to go through the back space of the opposite double crochet and pulling through all 3 loops. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, go through the back loop of the double crochet on the opposite side, yarn over and go through the back loop and also the 2 loops on the hook. In that way you're fully attaching the double crochets to each other, and you get that kind of slip stitch look on the top as you work along. Next, do a slip stitch through the chain 2 space on the opposite side instead of doing chains between the double crochets. And then we're ready to do 3 double crochets again and attaching them to the back loops on each and every double crochet. So going through the back loop on the final step and going through 3 loops at the end here. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, then go through the back loop of the opposite sides, double crochet, yarn over and go through the 3 loops you have on the hook, and repeating that in the third double crochet. And this is how you're going to go through the back loop of the double crochets on the opposite side every time you're going to join the 2 sides together. And this is how it looks after you've done 2 groups of double crochets, and you can see how it's fully attached, and you get that nice slip stitch looking effect. So do a slip stitch instead of chains between the 3 double crochets, and going through the chain space on the opposite side, and do 3 double crochets now in the next chain space on this side. Go through the back loop and pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2 loops, go through the back space on the opposite side and yarn over and go through 3 loops now. And finally do it one more time, repeating again. Make sure you go through the back loop only on the double crochet on the opposite side, and do a slip stitch next in the chain space on the opposite side. It's exactly the same when you come to the corner, so you do almost the full double crochet, but you go through the back loop on the double crochet on the opposite side to finish off. This is a very nice method to fully join and avoid seaming. Many other join as you go methods create spaces between the double crochet groups, but this one is attaching it fully and gives a really nice look at the end. Going through the last one, the next step is to slip stitch into the corner chain space, and then this is how it looks after you finish one row of attaching along this edge, and you can see how it's fully attached. Now we're going to work along the edge until the corner, and you start by doing chain 1 and do 3 double crochets into the corner chain space, and you're going to continue along the edge as you would usually do when you do any other granny square without doing the joining method. And I'm catching you at the end to show you how you would add more granny squares to the sides, or how you would work upwards and adding another row. So if you were going upwards, as we will do in this tutorial, you would place a granny square there and you would work along that edge. However, if you were going to make it wider, you would place the granny square and go down and up and along the edge again, and repeating that until you reach the width you want, and then you'll add the second row. But we will add the second row right away, so we'll start by chaining 2, and then we'll turn our work and then start with pulling up yarn from the corner chain space and going through 2 loops, going through the back loop of the last double crochet you made, and go through the 3 loops with the yarn, and repeating that 3 times in all the 3 double crochets. So making sure you go through the back loop only on the opposite side, and doing it one more time to do the 3rd double crochet into the corner chain space, and then you do a slip stitch into the chain space, and you will repeat that along the edge. So yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through the back loop only on the opposite side, and repeating that 2 more times in this chain space. When we reach the corner, it's going to be a little bit different, so I'm going to show you that. And let me catch you there. I'm doing the 3rd and final double crochet into the corner chain space, making sure to attach to the back loop of the opposite side's double crochet. Then I'm going to slip stitch into the corner chain space, and I'm also going to slip stitch into the next corner chain space. And this is how it looks. We've attached the 3rd granny squares to our work, and we've worked along the edges as I'm showing you on the video, and we're ready to add the 3rd granny square and work along this edge. So start by yarning over and pulling up a loop from a corner chain space, and going through 2 loops, and then we find the opposite sides double crochet and pulling through the back loop, repeating that in each and every double crochet, making sure every double crochet is fully attached together, and making this crochet piece really sturdy and with a little bit less stretch maybe, but also more attached, and it will keep the shape better than with the 2 other join as you go methods. So go through the back loop as I'm showing you here and go through 3 loops. And you'll do that along this full edge before we're going to work a few corners with just joining without joining, just working as normal. So make sure you do the slip stitch in the chain spaces. We're at the corner now, attaching the final stitches on this end, and we're doing a slip stitch in the corner chain space, and this is how it looks. We're going to turn the work, and we're going to work along the edge as normal. So we start with chain 1 and then 3 double crochets in the corner chain space and work 3 double crochets into each and every chain space with the chains between, as you would do on a normal granny square. I'm catching you at the corner, and this is how it looks, and we're ready to turn our work and work along the next edge. Doing 3 double crochets into the corners again, and it'll catch you at the end of this row. So we've worked along the edge, and now we're going to go down and up and along the edge. So we're turning our work, and this first row we're doing as normal, and I'll catch you at the middle where we're going to attach to each of the corners on the other granny squares. So we're at the corner, and now we need to do a slip stitch into the corner chain space and also the next corner chain space before we work the join as we go method along the edge. So a slip stitch in the first corner, then a slip stitch in the next corner, and we'll turn our work, and we're ready to do the join as we go method along this edge now, attaching to the granny square on the opposite side, going through the back space of the double crochet stitches, and I'm going to show you how the middle looks when we've finished this double crochet. You can see how the middle looks now, and this is how the middle will look if you do more granny squares or just 4 like we're doing in this tutorial. So slip stitch in the chain 2 space, and then yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through the back loop of the opposite side and go through the 3 loops, and repeat that along the edge through the double crochet stitches and do the slip stitch instead of chaining between the 3 DC groups. And we've reached the corner, and this is how it looks at this point. Let's turn our work and work along the edge and down along the outer edge of this project. So do 3 double crochets in the corner chain space, and I'll catch you in the next corner before we turn our work again. And this is how it looks at this point. We're turning our work, working 3 double crochets into this corner and continuing working as regular until you reach the next corner again. I'll catch you there. And we're at the corner, and I'm going to show you how to attach to the seam between these 2 granny squares. To do 3 double crochets, and I'm showing you where we're working towards. And at this point, we're going to chain, and we're also going to attach, as I'm pointing out there. So chain 2, and then find the space and do a slip stitch into that space, and then chain 2 and do 3 double crochets into the next one. So this is how it looks after you've worked through a space like that, and this is how you're going to repeat on the next seam as well, and any other if you are doing a bigger project. So we've come to the edge of the final edge, and I'll show you once more how to work through the seam when we reach it now. So chain 2, find the space, and go through it to do a slip stitch, and then chain 2 and work 3 double crochets into the corner chain space. This is at the end, and you do chain 2 and then you do a slip stitch into the first double crochet you made. And we've finished working the join as you go method along these 4 granny squares. And I'm going to recap how we did it. We started at the corner, worked 3 as usual, then we attached, then we worked as usual, attached, then we worked as usual along 3 edges, and then we attached again and worked as usual along the last edges. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed joining granny squares as you go. Happy crocheting!